Hello and welcome back to another episode of Clark and Addison Born into the Ivy. I'm your host David, here to talk about more things with the Cubs. It is spring training week, boys and girls. A lot of the Cubs already down there. They have gotten started and everything. Not everybody. Pitchers and catchers are set to report on Wednesday. I'm stoked. Football season is over. I enjoyed it, but I'm ready for baseball. This is our 1 year anniversary of the very first episode. I can't believe it's been a year. I've really enjoyed it. Please tell me what you've enjoyed with it. Leave some comments if you want. I would love that. Just been fantastic. Not going to be very long. I apologize the way I sound. I'm not feeling the greatest. But I really wanted to get this done today, being on the 1 year anniversary of the first episode. So, we're going to talk about stuff for this spring and battles we're expecting, things we might want, that stuff. So, without further ado, there are 12 Chicago Cubs in or affiliated with the Cubs in the system in some way, and then 5 more who were on the team last year who are all playing in the World Baseball Classic this spring. 8 of them are on the big league roster. Alex Bregman, PCA, and Matthew Boyd are all playing for Team USA. Seiya Suzuki is playing for Team Japan. Jameson Taillon for Team Canada. Javier Assad for Team Mexico. Daniel Palencia with Venezuela. Miguel Amaya with Panama. The 4 guys who are in the minors: Christian Bethencourt, Panama. Jonathan Long with Chinese Taipei. BJ Murray with Great Britain. And Yaxel Rios with Puerto Rico. The other 5, John Birdie, don't miss him. But good luck to him. I'm sorry. Team Italy, Brad Keller will be on Team USA. Willie Castro with Puerto Rico. Mike Soroka and Owen Casey are both playing for Team Canada. The Athletic, if anybody is not familiar with that, is a publication. You have to pay to subscribe. But they came out with their grades for all teams and their for the offseason. They gave the Cubs an A, which I thought was pretty fantastic. I also think it's probably a bit high, maybe an A minus. I would really like to see another bona fide bullpen, strong bullpen guy added. I am excited about the bullpen, so don't get me wrong. I'm excited that Palencia is going to be given every opportunity, it looks like, to be the closer. But it just would have been nice to have that other guy to help shut down. Just my preference. What to me would have made it a little bit better. Other teams in the Central: the Brewers got a B+, Reds a B, Pirates an A-, Cardinals a B. I would say with the Cardinals it's because they're selling, and they're all about the rebuild. And so I think they're doing the right things for them to help with that. Other teams in the National League that are World Series contenders, and I think the Cubs are as well: Dodgers an A+, Phillies a C+, Mets an A-, Braves a B+, and the Giants a B. The Cubs have continued to add depth via minor league deals. On the 3rd, they added Vince Velasquez, Gabe Klobostis, both right-handed pitchers, and second baseman Owen Miller. Non-roster invitees have been announced. These are who the Cubs have: pitchers Jeff Brigham, Grant Kipp, Corbin Martin, Connor Nolan, Connor Schultz, Colin Snyder, Trent Thornton, and Jackson Wiggins. Really excited to see Jackson Wiggins pitching. Don't expect him to break camp or anything like that, but it'd be cool to see that. Some other young guys, too. Catchers, Ariel Armas, Christian Bethencourt. I'm excited to see him in camp. And Casey Optiz. Infielders are Scott Kingery, Jonathan Long, B.J. Murray, and Jefferson Rojas. Excited to see those last three and what they do this week, this camp, this spring, as well. Also, outfielders Brett Bateman, Dylan Carlson, and Chas McCormick. I'm excited to see what all three of those do, too. Some free agents who are still available. I was going to go through some of this. There's only a couple that I want to really talk about real quick. Danny Colombe, Michael Kopech, and Evan Phillips. Those three, along with Trent Thornton and Corbin Martin, are guys that I'm excited to see what they can do, how they might affect the bullpen going forward. Could Martin and or Trent Thornton be like the next big guy that they bring in that was a non-roster invitee? I think asking somebody to be like and as effective as Brad Keller was last year is insane. That was just amazing to get him as a non-roster invitee and everything. Like, that's not going to happen often. But a guy who can be a big part of the team for the year and have a big impact, I think that's still very much a possibility. Trent Thornton of the non-roster invitees is the guy that I would bank on the most. But Corbin Martin's got some nasty stuff. He's just never been able to put it together. Evan Phillips, I would love to see the Cubs get him if they can get him at a decent price. I'm not sure if that's possible, but something to look at. And even Kopech or Colombe. Now, Kopech is injured, would not be able to pitch right away. It would probably, if he pitched at all this year, it would be like late. But those are guys that I would love to see the Cubs go get and bring into the system and see what they can do with them. Last week we talked about the top 10 for the first 5, and then they've done 3 more this week. Congratulations to Alex Bregman, who is number 3 on the third baseman list by the Shredder, and Seiya Suzuki for being number 7 right fielder on the Shredder. Very, very cool. The number 1, Jose Ramirez, was number 1 third baseman. Aaron Judge, right fielder. Right fielder, they're stacked, man. I mean, stacked. So for Seiya to be number 7 on that, I was ecstatic with that. And Cal Raleigh is the number 1 catcher, as he damn well should be. Got 2 more positions, relief pitcher and first baseman. I fully expect to see Michael Busch on that list. Where at, I'm not sure, but I would be absolutely shocked if he is not on that list. And frankly, I'd be a little pissed off. So, thank you very much for doing this, listening to me for the past year. I'm ecstatic. Hopefully this is the first year of many. And I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. And I hope that we can get more followers, more people who want to listen and enjoy this. Everybody have a great day. Let's go Cubs. Welcome back, baseball.